All right.
Secret.
Yeah,
I
wasn't gonna say Secret, but Shiva, you're very convincing here. So Team Secret have this game. Thank you for
made a compelling case.
They're copying NA strats, so clearly Secret have got this game.
I mean, what needs to go well for Secret? Do they need to end early? Is that the key? What you mentioned earlier, Tsunami, that they just have to end before IO gets his heart?
Yeah, but I don't even think they can do that well. They don't have that great tower pusher, so I think I don't know what the plan is for Secret. How do you win this game? You said
get farmed
strats?
out, just hit Alchemist time, and then control
Prepare
Roshan.
for battle.
They're playing on Radiant, right? So they're gonna have better Rosh control.
It's
so,
against an Ursa.
Oh, but I mean, they're gonna have the control around the Rosh. But
Okay,
they've got the heroes who can take. It's not about what heroes on.
All right.
If they get ahead, they can take Rosh.
Get ahead, get your Alchemist timings right, and win the game. That seems to be the road for Team Secret on the other side. Core IO, OP. Let's see how this first game is going to play out together with B-Cup and Black.
Thank you very much, Shiva. We're coming into this first game. Secret IG, Core IO. Where it's going to go, we'll find out. And Emo and Flyfly, they do swap lanes quite often, especially with like Morphling. Both of them play that hero. They'll swap every now and then. They're both pretty proficient, both the safe lane as well as mid. So it'll be interesting to see where they put this matchup. Anywhere you want to see the IO?
Definitely not middle against Kunkka. It's a pretty bad matchup. I think Ursa does a lot better there. Let's check the items. Yep, it's a mid Ursa, safe lane IO. I liked it a whole lot better because they also dodged it bad. Oh, they put Venomancer middle. Maybe? Possibly? Who's mind gaming who here? Now Veno is moving towards the bot lane. But it's gonna be that good Ursa against Kunkka matchup. And IO against Alchemist. Or potentially a tri lane even. It's the Veno. The bad lane. Not a fan.
Calling for that Kunkka too, by the way, for Secret, and you ended up getting it. You called it like right as they picked it.
That's why I'm a professional analyst. That's why I have, or this is rather, that's why you have me with you. Because, you know.
Yeah, I
might not be good at many things, but Dota. Whew, I'm so good at Dota. Insane, dude.
Me too.
I know.
Definitely. Don't check up on that.
What, top lane?
Two-man stun come out from Kunkka. A lot of damage being done by onto Yaxor.
Help.
Ooh. Him and Ollie just kind of skirting away on that. Already forced to salve up in the first minute. That is really rough to deal with. It's a try-me-try. You really don't see that this often, and I'm excited to see it.
It's kind of weird. Alchemist is pretty strong in tri lanes, and so it's Tusk. See him also with that Nova ability. So I think Secret should be winning this. Mid lane, Secret should also have the upper hand. Kunkka against melee heroes generally is pretty damn strong. Only lane where maybe IG can win is bottom lane. See how they recover from these lanes, because Ursa's not a hero that can gank, right? Like he's playing the carry role from the mid lane, so you don't expect many rotations from him. Dropping very low here on the Ursa.
Really rough for Flyfly already, and like you said, he's trying to stay stationary in that lane. I don't know if he's necessarily playing in the one, like, full farm priority, because you usually see, like, the IO kind of take over, right, in the safe lane. So, is there any way that he changes his item build? Like, would there be anywhere that he can change his item build, or does it really have to be just that one position item build, regardless of the fact that he's over mid?
We'll have to see what he's gonna go for. I mean, there is ways you can go for less greedy item build, like Phase Boots, Blink BKB, or Blink Bash, or something like that. It's just, we always see this Battle Fury on Ursa. I don't think he's gonna stray away from that.
Days of Phase Boots Abyssal on Ursa.
Yeah, I don't miss them.
Aggression.
Those were stupid days.
It always was so quick just to have that phase abyssal jump, and it was so difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it come back just a little bit, not all the time.
Just sometimes.
You were hoping also for a mid lion. I know you've been playing that a lot. It's not happening here. It's the Ursa mid, but
I think it's never gonna happen.
I would have been excited to see what they could do with it. One day it's gotta happen.
don't know, man. I thought many times it could happen. Disappointed every time. A man can only take that much disappointment, you know. For his heart, the dark side.
Getting another salve shipped out and
Get a ton of
word there
damage.
from Absol. Oh yeah, he's really having a tough time kind of standing and banging there. But first blood's going to be drawn there. Emo getting credit for taking out Puppy as there was a rotation over towards mid from the Tusk, so that leaves it a 3v2. They get an opportunity. However, now they might be able to get a kill here over mid. Kunkka comes in, damage onto Nisha, but the shards are perfectly placed. The Abs are in trouble still, though. Taking a lot of damage here and will fall to Fly. The trade is there as Puppy TP's mid. And the creep almost kills Kunkka. Gosh.
Did so much damage. It took down like 250 health from him. And, yeah, they have to be very careful here. He gets a good trade on the Ursa. Well, a decent trade. I guess he was very low anyway, so he just wants to come back to the lane with full health and mana. Kunkka's having a very free time. Matumba man.
Yeah, out taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, they're going after Zai. Trying to chase onto this Venomancer and get the kill in the bottom lane, and JT will get credit for that. Out struggling a little bit, but they might be able to get the kill here onto the Abaddon, and then it will. Puppy getting another kill as he takes out Out.
It'll be like old times here.
A lot of pressure coming out here on this IO lane. You don't want to give him free farm, but he's still ahead of the Alchemist in net worth. So even though you're trying to pressure him with 3 heroes, it's not really working out yet. He has the Helm of Iron Will now, 5 health region from that. He's gonna be able to sustain himself in this lane quite easily. And bot lane is just gonna get harder. Wind Ranger almost has a Javelin, almost level 6. It means Venomancer has a very easy kill.
Over mid, they go after the Kunkka. This is great rotations coming out from Kunkka. He's been all over the map so far. Helped get a kill over bottom, goes over mid. They get a kill there on Anisha. That's really alleviating the pressure that's on Fly to really perform quite well over mid.
Yeah, that's the power of the Ursa. He might not be the best laner 1v1, but if there's a rotation, the Fury swipe stacks end up very quickly in damage. Kunkka was a free kill. No problem for them.
So right now things going well for IG, and it's a good spot to be in up against an Alchemist lineup, that's for sure. Is there anything different you want to see from Secret at the moment? Because IG right now, they're rotating great. And as I say that, JT trying to get a solo kill, lands the shackle right on it with a power shot, finishes him off the focus fire. JT just an easy kill over bottom, solo kill over bottom, and that's going to keep the lane pretty clean and easy for him.
Yeah, it's not gonna get easier. As I said, as soon as the Javelin's up, level 6 is up, this Veno is a pretty free kill. He shows it right there. Easy pickup for him.
Tusk might be in trouble too. He's got shards maybe to get some distance and a snowball on the high ground. That's well done. But the neutrals, okay, stays alive, and now Fly walking into the hands of a tough man as well as Puppy realizes that they're there and backs off of it.
Do you see a combo play? He know about the creeps to get vision, and then he managed to snowball up there because of it. Really good foresight play by Puppy here. Fly in trouble.
Great shards into the torrent. Fly now surrounded by 4 heroes. He's forced to pop that ult. He's trying to fight back the snowball to extend the time. The Aquatic Shield does nothing, and Zai will take out Fly. 4 heroes though to get that kill into the Ursa. That's leaving JT wide open. You've got Wisp continuing to just farm away. Emo's got himself a pretty clean lane at the moment, so a lot of rotations for Secret, but well worth it when you can kill the Ursa.
Kunkka peeing bottom, he couldn't really take the pressure from the IO anymore, but he's peeing into a lane of a level 7, soon to be 8 Wind Ranger, who's now getting mana, potentially enough to try to get for the solo kill here, but reaches level 6 on the Alchemist, so should be fine unless Kunkka finds a good hex. Yapsaw, you're out. They saw that ward, observer. Should get dewarded momentarily. But Kunkka out of position.
They're gonna come after Kunkka, 2-man stun. Focus fire right onto the Crystal Maiden. They got the shackle with the snowball. That will save the Crystal Maiden. They'll go after the Windrunner. Power shot missing, but Puppy's still gonna die here to JT. They've also brought over the Abaddon. Ollie trying to keep alive his allies here, and he's done just that. They get a kill. All right for now on IG.
Yeah, Secret splitting their focus. Like they were focusing the Lion, but then they were like, oh, the Wind Ranger's killing my CM. They went all in on the Wind Ranger suddenly and just ignored the Lion, and they get no kill and lose a CM. So another bad trade for Secret here. IG playing pretty damn well. Io already finishes Dominator. Now it's just gonna retreat to the jungle and start a slash farming. So many stacks. Almost as good as Sigma.
Watching IO.
Balls.
I know people don't get as excited as I do, but stacking and farming, I play a lot of 5 position. When I'm able to stack my carries and watch this efficiency, that's the best part for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm...
I mean, especially with Io, like every time the balls touch the creeps, like the sound is so nice. I don't know if you ever heard that, but it's a very satisfying
Your sound effects
sound.
are always on.
So Ursa?
I think what we really need is...
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
We need
attack.
nothing? Okay. So what do we really need, Beacon? Please tell me.
I was going to
Smoke
say
up here.
a voice
Fast.
pack.
A voice pack
Your
for me?
voice
Yes.
pack.
In fact, Valve has already contacted me. Currently in production.
Alright.
Stay hyped
Radiant's bottom tower
and stay
is under
hydrated, guys.
attack.
Finger
Dire's
online.
middle tower
Wind range.
is
Oh,
under
there might be
attack.
finding the Alchemist here. I saw him under the ward, but he's pretty tanky. But not really.
We need to catch him away from his team. Got some help over mid. I don't know if they'll kill him quick enough.
Radiant's bottom tower
They
is
know
under
exactly
attack.
where he is. The question is, can they move in?
Going right now.
Level 6. They have the finger, so there's a
Finger.
possibility that they get this kill. They got the Hex, the finger available, the
Nice.
finish off the Kunkka man. They are just diving into the jungle, knowing where he's at. The vision's there. Yapzor now. Let's see if he can survive. Goes into the snowball, hits onto 2. They look over at the Lion.
Radiant's
Kaka falls
bottom
over to
tower is under
Nisha.
attack.
1-for-1 trade that could have gotten worse for Secret.
JT
Dire
relocating
are
the
scanning.
Wind Ranger out. I like
Radiant's
the item
bottom
adjustment
tower
here from
is under
Flyfly.
attack.
Kunkka. Be a little bit careful. There's a lot of damage potential here. Ollie, side.
They're trying to chase. Ollie trying to get in front of him, maybe body block. There is 3 heroes here for Secret,
But
though.
he's
He
just
doesn't have
feeding.
that level 6, so he's just dead.
Dire's courier has been killed.
All right.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Not sure what you were
attack.
thinking there. Like just running into 3 heroes because they had vision on them. Yeah. Happens sometimes, you know? Think you're really
Odd
strong.
decision.
You're not. Then you get in trouble at high school. Good old days, man. Good old days.
Getting older for him. What were you saying about the Ursa? You like the change in his build. What about it? Are you gonna... Now he's going into the Basher. He had the Asha queued up before.
I
Is he
like
doing
it.
Phase Abyssal?
Maybe. Possibly. Maybe Bash Up Link. We'll have to see. Bash Up Link can be also a possibility. And I like it in regards of his lineup that he's playing with, because Wind Ranger and Io are quite greedy, but he might just be falling flat as well. Like if he dies a couple more times, he has no way to come back into the game. No battle fury this time.
Dire's structures are
You rely on
fortified.
having a good game. Can't afford to die.
Radiant's top tower is under
Mid
attack.
tower.
Gonna farm for
Dire's
Emo.
middle tower is under attack.
Tower gonna drop over mid.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alchemist farming here with a really big stack though.
Radiant are scanning.
So he's gonna be having a good golden fusion here. Battle Fury is gonna be online as well. A bit slower than the timing that we usually see, around 10 minutes.
Radiant
Gonna be at
structures
around
are
11:30 for him.
fortified.
But still
Radiant's
decent
bottom
enough.
tower is under attack.
Considering we just
Dire's
saw a
middle
9-minute
tower
battle
is under
period with
attack.
phase boost. This is definitely not the fastest of the day.
And in this small downtime, I would like to ask you what
Dire's top
concert
tower
just costs
is under
45
attack.
cents, because I've been a little low on money lately. You know?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Concert
Tower
costs
has
45 cents. It's not the... No.
One featuring Nickelback and 50 cents.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I had some of that in my
Dire's
head. I couldn't think
structures
of the
are
Nickelback part. All right. Do you look these up, or is this like in the Rolodex that you've got going on in your mind?
I looked them up a while ago, but I memorized most of them now. I'm mid-action. Ball's dealing a lot of damage.
Radiant's bottom
Champions,
tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Kaka over to the side. He's spotted by a Plague Ward, so they know where the Lion is. If he's able to make a way or a movement in to potentially get a stun into a Hex, they could
Dire's
have fought
top
there,
tower
but they
is under
decide to
attack.
just back off. It's only a 1k lead here, a 1k gold lead here for Secret, and it was kind of close between the IO and the Alchemist. Alchemist starting to get some space and really
Radiant's bottom
pull
tower
away
is under
from
attack.
the rest of the pack.
Yeah, but I've seen this so many times when Alchemist, has a somewhat slow start, but then he's just unchecked for about 4 or 5 minutes. Suddenly, 50k net worth. Jasha online, and the enemy carry is just trailing behind really far. And I'm a little bit scared. This game might be a similar scenario because they're not trying to invade the triangle of Secret at all.
They haven't just yet.
As I say that though,
they will.
He has been unsmoked. Alchemist popped ult as well. I don't think they have damage to kill him.
Is under attack.
They know they don't.
Especially now with the Crystal Maiden there, they need to back off. The Absol is actually cutting off the path. Kunkka needs to be careful. Go for
Just
the TP out. They've spotted it. Snowball stopping the TP. Walrus punches there, and they'll get the kill on Kunkka. Well done by Secret to cut him off the pass. Meanwhile, mid, in over to try and get a kill here on the Emo. He's forced to tether away, and he's going to lose that hell there.
That's a lot of gold for the Alchemist there as well. Oh, Io just relocating back to heal up mana and health.
Invisibility.
Why not? And he finishes Aghanim Scepter already.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really turn this around. He's relocating into a bad spot. He's going to tether over onto the Abaddon. He'll use that ult from the side. Pulling back with the X as well as the boat coming through. Torrent landing. Emo in trouble. He's getting quite low. Look for the first to get the gun. Emo versus 8 on this, but it's not looking good for Flyby. They get the front of up. He's getting up a 1-for-1. Just a 1-for-1 for now. The Secret, they might get another one on Ollie as he tries to run away from Zai, who ends up getting hit with the Earth Spike from Kunkka. IG turn this around, and they will with a finger. So Kunkka gets that kill on the Zai. Secret getting it a little bit too deep, and they've got the Shackle to follow it up. But top of the end, that would have been too far, and now here comes Wi-Fi, but they go the other direction. Stun out from Kunkka, landing on a 2. Yapsor's got Batu to follow. IG, that fight did not look like it was theirs to take, and all of a sudden, well, they come out ahead.
It looks so bad with the Io, just randomly relocating out. All 5 fears of Secret are there, killing him immediately, and then somehow win that fight 4v5. I mean, it also helped that Io picked up the Aghanim Scepter just before and hit everybody with about 15 balls. But yeah, I did not expect him to win that fight. Couple of mistakes here from Secret at the end there.
A couple of mistakes for sure for Secret. One of the things I really want to note too is the fact that Kunkka, he's really starting to find his form the later we've gone in this tournament. They've given him some of his comfort heroes like the Shadow Shaman, as well as the Lion and the Phoenix, and he's certainly felt like a much bigger presence since then. I mean, that double Earth Spike there, his stunts have been on point. He's really doing a good job so far on this Lion. He actually leads all supports in terms of net worth too. Going forward, there's the X as well as the Shackle Shot that lands to the tree. He followed it up with an Earth Spike, comes back with the X, so he'll be okay. They'll take up the tier 1 tower mid, and IG, 16 minutes into the game, in an Alpha game, they have a little bit of a net worth lead, and of course, as I finish that sentence, jumps the other way.
Might be selected memory here, but I don't remember Kunkka being on another hero than Shadow Shaman and Lion for like the past, I don't know, 10 games or so. Am I wrong there, or...?
He's really performing quite well. He's definitely played Phoenix.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah, so it must be a case of selective memory, just like when I cry about not getting my runes. All selective memory, guys. Life is not actually that bad. Heals, good man. Gotta be positive, Nika. Always gotta be positive.
PMA works in your clubs and it works in your life. Positive mental attitude.
Dire are scanning.
Yep.
So you see that the Alp has the top of the network. That's great. Alp, that's fine. The spread though doesn't feel that good. And then you look at what's next. It's 3 heroes on the side of IG.
Smoking into Roshan.
They're sharing the map pretty well.
Yep, Wind Ranger making space.
JT,
probably gonna
trying to
lose his life.
TP out and hit by that snowball coming in. They get the kill on the JT. They look over at Ollie. Fortunate that he gets caught out. Well, not gonna land. Ollie's still able to run away. That leaves the Aegis available for IG to take. So JT sacrifices himself, but that's an Aegis for IG.
Pretty advanced play. I mean, it was all calculated, obviously. Like, best case scenario, he was trying to TP out is that he gets out, of course, but it was a well worth sacrifice. That Roshan, that Aegis, can easily go into the hands of Secret 2 if they manage to win a team fight. So, good job. Well done by them. have one Heaven's Halberd, almost two Heaven's Halberds up. It's gonna make it quite tough for the Ursa to really take these team fights until he gets his BKB.
Right, and I was going to ask about that. Do you think it, like, obviously it's worth it to have both Heaven's Halberds in terms of countering this Ursa, but do you want your Alch building into the Heaven's Halberd? Would you have rather him use that farm for something else?
It's gonna be a tough call. Like, they are gonna have a very strong mid-game timing because of those Heaven's Halberds, but if that doesn't pay off in their like, late-game timings, it will come quite a bit later, unfortunately. And it's not going to be easy to fight this Io at all. Like, he's very strong at this point. He's in Aegis, on a good pace to his BKB. It's going to be a big problem.
Dagger looking for the right positioning. Get in there, find a good...
They're just waiting for the BKBs right now. If you have Windrunner, Ranger, 200 gold away. Emo still needs about 1500 for his. But he's happy to fight regardless, I'd say. Because he has 1900 health, is in Aegis,
Radiant
mood.
are scanning.
He's ready to fight. Wind Ranger, now he's ready to fight too.
Under attack.
Oh, knee shadow? No,
Chased and just won't catch him. JT, he's looking MKB. JT can all of a sudden become that big damage dealer from the side that I don't know if Secret are going to be expecting all too much. His farm game has been pretty on point. He's keeping up with Nisha.
that's why Ursa is going for the non-greedy route, because they have two cores, namely Io and Wind Ranger, that are pretty greedy themselves. But that's why I said I like the adjustment of that Ursa.
Yeah, they really haven't had anybody really take over the map too much in terms of like, you've got nowhere else to farm if you're the other cores. Sometimes you see that, especially with like an Alchemist, where he'll take over the entirety of the map, farm, he'll be at the top, but the rest of the team really doesn't get much out of the map at all, where IG right now, they're doing it up pretty well. They land the Shackle, they're going to follow it up with the stun as well as the Finger. They've got the Hex on Tanisha, he's in trouble, Snowball save. This isn't going to be enough to keep this Kunkka alive. It's not looking likely. They'll get the kill on Tanisha, they'll covering Absolor, and Tusk is not long for this world. Then have a Snowball to save himself this time, and it's 2 heroes down to the side of Secret.
Yep. Pretty easy setup here. Good Shackle by JT, followed up by Hex. And that is just why Lion is such a deadly hero. Like, he disables the hero for so long. 2.6 seconds on the Earth Spike and 3.5 seconds on the Hex. Gives all your cores so much time to lay in the pain.
I don't think he got the finger stack on that though, but the damage being done by Kunkka when they're going after these heroes is, yeah, it's only still 2. Could have been 3 there, but a good save. It just wasn't enough from Zor to Kunkka alive.
And now this game is going to get really scary. 2 BKB timings up on JT, on Io.
They find Dolly. Try to stay alive, borrow time, taking up as much
Run the other way
time as he can. All he can do there, but build some space.
I like getting volleyed. Oh man, I'm not making myself laugh.
Got the technology. Both coming in, they're gonna try and get a kill here on Emo. He's all by himself for the moment, just trying to maybe use that Aegis and get this team of Secret as quickly on him as possible to turn this around with the help of reinforcements. They've done just that to get a kill on Azai. Yeah, they've used that Aegis, but it looks like time left on it anyway. And they're gonna relocate right into a turret. They don't get anything out of this just yet. Tusk as well as Nisha are gonna back off. Puppy, got landed. They stop the TP. Well done by Kunkka. They'll get themselves a second. Kunkka on fire right now. JT with the double kill. He's got a killing spree. Oh, I was pumping you up, dude. All right. BKB. Nobody saw that. Close your eyes, avert your attention from the screen in front of you.
Radiant's
You have not seen
is under attack.
a 10-second BKB accidentally get used.
Yeah, eyes don't exist when these mistakes happen. Wait, who was that used the BKB? JT?
JT.
Well, we all know about the infamous Chinese BKB. Just gotta make sure it works.
Radiant's bottom tower is
now he
under
knows
attack.
it does. It does, yes. He shined golden.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Able to pick up the Alchemist here. Falls, but they don't slow
Spirit
anymore.
touches.
So.
BKB.
What's up, B-Cup? How can I help you? You look a bit flustered.
I'm flustered. I'm stressed. That BKB usage it really. I'm not even playing that kind of hit me gun.
It's okay. It's already back off cooldown. Just lost 1 second. Yeah. 1 second is 1 second.
No, BKB starts with 9 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. This is how it came.
10.
It was used.
Maybe your game is a bit broken. I'm not sure. Are you trying to defend him, B-Cup? Huh? What are you trying to do?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm trying to defend that. That
just happens, you know, sometimes. You get too excited, you try to switch item slots, and then it just happens.
Yeah. Forward there, here's Spike. He can actually stun up two of these heroes. Nisha gets stunned on the back of this. He'll use the snowball to save this Alchemist. He pop by Emo. They're going to go after this Urza. Urza punch as he's in range. They'll get the gun to Yapzor and trying to get a stun out. Maybe turn this around. They use the buyback on Tusk. They jump in, relocate though. That'll send them away. Got the X on JT. They'll get the kill with a freezing field. Puppy, he gets credit for that one.
He went all in on the Elk. Only brought him down to half. Good snowball save here by Yapzor. Then after that, Chemical Rage is popped and he just goes back to full. It's very similar to like a Timber Saw, something like that. You go all in on a hero like that, you don't kill him, fight is pretty much lost.
Radiant's
they
top
end up having to
tower is
expend
under
the buyback
attack.
on Tusk at least, so it's a small victory for them, but they do lose the all-important Wind Ranger.
And it was, you know, he does use the buyback of the Tusk, but he ends up saving his Alk, which is the most important part. That snowball save, now you're starting to feel the ability of that snowball save where, yeah, they can keep up with it before and they can get that kill. Earlier in the game, they're not so fortunate, and that snowball save was enough to Alk alive.
Yeah, but Yapzor is falling really far behind in terms of health work. He's 1700 gold away from a blink. He went for the Falcon Blade. Good. Yeah, he's having less net worth than the enemy +5. Is a little bit concerning because you're kind of the guy that's supposed to initiate with the Blink Dagger.
It's not going to have it for a long time.
Indeed. Closing in another MKB. There's a lot of damage potential coming out here. Alchemist?
Matumba, man, he's spotted, but go the other way with this. It doesn't look likely that IG want to exactly make the jump. I'm not sure they have vision, buddy, to know if anybody's behind him. They can't make that jump just yet.
Yeah, he's a little bit too tanky, sitting at 2.7k health. Once that Chemical Rage is popped, health region will go up to like 150. Way too scary to fight into. Fly, almost done with his BKB. 300 gold away from it. That's a go time for IG. Roshan will also spawn 30 seconds, so that's going to be perfect timing for IG to take a fight, potentially take a Roshan.
The next fight going to be, you know, the victor taking Roche, which can certainly change the perception of this game. Right now, I know that you've got Alk at the top of the net worth for Secret, but IG, I would say, feel a little bit more in control of this one. Not by a lot. I would say it's probably like 55-45 at the moment in terms of favoring IG. We'll see how they fight this, and oh wow, I'm paying 82-18.
Yep.
IO level 20 plus Kaya Sage. That's gonna be a ton of damage coming out from those balls. Like, they were tiny balls before, but now they're huge balls and they're gonna really hurt.
The smoke, let's see if they can make something of this. Like you said, next fight winner is gonna be the one getting Roche. Side spotted, there's the hex with the Earth Spike. They're gonna have this around, maybe with a boat. That'll hit onto the Ursa. Alchemist going in, but 4-step onto the low ground, so Fly is safe for now. The Superman's still trying to go in. Looks over at Emo, who pops the BKB. The shackle's not going to connect to a tree. Power shot over is a big win. BKB not available on Emo, though. I'm not sure that they can go for Roche, and they bought back on Zai anyway, so Secret know the importance of this Roche, and knowing that probably IG's game plan, they're going to stick nearby.
Yeah, it's just too much HP on the IG side. I don't know where the damage is going to come from. I don't think Alchemist has enough damage to take them down. He's only hitting for 200, but he's sitting at what? 2.7k health on the Ursa. He has Enrage. Io sitting at 2.7k. He also has a lot of health regen. It's going to be so tough for them to really kill any one of IG. So much save coming from the Abaddon, from the Io, so much sustain. And they're moving into the Roche pit? Really? They're so risky.
This is a risky play that I think they feel that they need. Power shot already spots it, so the question is, do they want to stick with this? They're relocating.
Are you relocating?
Aren't going to block this. So he's tethered over on the earth. They're going to look over the top of man. They're going to go forward with this one. Kunkka throws the sun out onto the crystal gate. They've done a lot of damage on Ali. Silence up. He used that essence ring. Snowball onto the high ground, chasing over after Kunkka. And got the stun to get the kill. They'll take out one. The placing field on the other side of the fight is wide. Why focuses his attention on the Yapster. He used that walrus punch to put him up in the air. Not going to be able to save himself. So 1-1 so far. Zai right into the hands of
Also no buyback.
Back in the previous engagement. So now 75 seconds without this Venomancer. They'll look over at Puppy. Will root up his Ursa for a moment, but it's not looking likely that Puppy survives. He'll fall to Emo. And that's 3 dead on Secret. IG step in a row now.
And they can continue. They only got more tanky, and the damage output is not going to get a lot higher. Kunkka's not going to scale very well. Neither is Venom. It's all on the Alchemist, and he just doesn't have the damage by himself to kill all these heroes. Like, good job, you killed a lion, but that's all you got. He bought back, and then what? How do you kill any of these cores?
Dire's middle
Yeah, I'll
tower
be
is
taking and
under
soaking
attack.
up a lot of that damage, and this is
Radiant
really,
are scanning.
I would say, even just a bit of
Radiant's
a
top
high
tower
IQ
is
play
under
there from
attack.
Kunkka to get into the high ground and draw
Radiant
Matumba Man as well as
structures
Yapsor
are
away from the
fortified.
fight, whether they like it or not. You see IG take advantage of that, getting the kill into Yapsor. They don't find Matumba Man, but they find Zai and they get themselves a third on
Radiant's
Puppy.
top tower has fallen.
And we said the fight secures Roche, and that's exactly what it did. They've got themselves Aegis and Cheese.
Alright, just look at the gold difference. It only says 2,000, which is already pretty good against an Alchemist. But it feels like 10, 15k at this point, simply because,
Right.
I don't know how they kill them. I really don't. I don't know where their damage is gonna come from. They can't just magically make it appear. Maybe the Swift Blink is gonna change something. But this Venomancer is just dying fight after fight. He fought back, died back. Same with Yapsor. There's just no items coming out for them.
Radiant's
Just
top
all on the
tower is under
Alchemist.
attack.
Money changes hands.
Yeah, Zai got that Spirit Vessel at a pretty decent timing, and that was like the highlight of the game for him. He hasn't really done much since then, and
Sweet.
I'm not really sure what I expect him to do from this point on, and that's unfortunate. He's going for a halberd. They're trying to continue to disarm this Ursa as much as they can, but
Radiant's top tower is
not
under
enough.
attack.
Makes you wonder, is he really the problem? But it really feels like this Io and this Wind Ranger are causing just as many problems, if not more. Ursa is a pretty damn good distraction, and so is Lion. Like, they have to choose
Radiant's
between
top
the
tower
targets,
has
and they
fallen.
just, maybe they can kill one guy, but there's still 3 more to worry about.
turning into a 4K lead, and Timo looking for that heart.
Oh, man. Once that heart is
for that
online,
25 as quickly as he can.
that's just going to be a permanent 200 health region on the target he's tethered to and himself. Absolutely disgusting. I don't think there's many more power spikes in Dota than this heart on Io, or many stronger power spikes, I'd say. Like, this is one ridiculous one.
And he's almost got it, so it's really going to be a point where Secret are probably backs to the wall. Charging
His charge is done.
But if this is going to be thrown at Ollie, it's going to be enough. They've got heroes nearby where maybe IG can come over. They've got a 4-staff available, so he's not even dead.
Just popped the time, relocate out as well. So at least that was used, but they didn't really get much from it.
However, converging over mid. They do have vision of this. X looking for the stun, going after the Ursa. The first hit bash, but he's got the X. He's okay for now.
Premature BKB though.
Finds Zai, and there's the Abyssal Blade being used onto the Venomancer. He'll use that ult, throw a Venomous Scale, but that doesn't land. So,
Good charge also.
BKB no longer available for the Ursa. I think that's okay for Secret.
Yeah, he was he was full health there. I don't know why he was so itchy. He felt itchy on the Ursa. Instant BKB,
Well,
and then he felt very obliged to run in.
maybe not seeing the X, but BKB, I turn, I kill him.
Possibly, but there was a Baron right next to him. Gotta lay off that finger for a little bit. You need to panic, you're very tanky, you got an Iron team, you have a cheese. You can't get permanently stunned.
Invisibility.
Aegis?
Io moves. They're
1
starting
minute
to take
left.
over the triangle. Since you said it, taking over the triangle and a big part of Secret side of the map.
590 movement speed on Io, by the way. with no boots. Sounds good. Well, 5:30 right now, because the Veno slow, of course, but it's just kind of ridiculous that you can break the movement speed cap with no boots.
Slow quotations.
Yeah.
Even at 5:30.
It's when the nitro runs
Just
out a bit.
ridiculous.
And you got the throttled a little bit.
Over-rem.
Yeah.
Go for the mid-tier 2, and not sure there's much Secret can do to hold this tier 2 tower. They might have to be willing to give it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tough if they want to initiate on this.
Feels like as though Secret, all they can do is just watch them take the tower. I occasionally coming in,
they might be waiting for the Aegis time.
which is now.
Right now, they're going to make the jump on the timing, but they don't go after the IO, they go after the Ursa. They've got the silence.
It could be popping out.
Story. That's coming through onto Emo, who popped the BKB. Ollie coming in with borrow time. He's up in the air with the borrow time being used by Yapsor, and they've used that ult on Zai, who's taking so much damage. He ends up dead, dominating here for Flyfly. They'll go after Nisha as well as Yapsor. They're going to try and cut off this Kunkka in the pass. Good shard to block him out for a second. IO through, and Nisha's in trouble. Losing field right to the IO, but he's nowhere near dead. Gonna use that choose, he'll stay alive, Puppy gone, and Nisha soon will follow. They're right on top of these heroes in a split up fight. The Alchemist has to TP back to the main. He buys back, and well, this is an Urza in for far. They still get the kill on the Yapsor. They look over at Puppy, who just fought back. He's picked up by Kunkka. They're still looking over at Nisha, who got back to base. The damage on the JT, they get the kill to the Windrunner, and they'll take him out. It's just one dead on IG, though. They'll look over at Emo, who's still postured quite forward and will tether away from the base. IG still making Secret suffer with no answers.
Yeah, at least they got JT. It cost them a buyback. But, you know, at least they got out, like, unscathed, I would say. Mostly. It could have gone a lot worse for them. JT getting a little bit overexcited. Diving into T4 towers. They're ahead. They're not that far.
Still looking for a stun. Matu?
Be popped again.
Okay, BKB to try and jump forward and throw a stun. He doesn't cross the river, and now Puppy's dead. He bought back. He's gone for 70.
Luckily, Roshan nowhere near respawn yet. Zai coming here as well.
Oh, Zai.
Good torrent. But this HP region on Earth is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Redicate top. Yes, Blink Dagger up in 1.
Oh, they're looking for Matumbaman. Spirits, the Abyssal. Oh,
Abyssal was cooldown.
Abyssal was on cooldown. Oh. He was close enough. That would have been...
It was all planned by Puppy. He
There.
knew that they were going to relocate top and he would get out because of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really, really close, and they go back to the tier 2 tower. I mean, we saw the idea that Secret wanted to go once
Radiant's
the Aegis
middle
expired,
tower has
but they're just... Only
Wait,
9K, like you said, that number is not right. It feels like maybe closer to 15, 20.
Sorry, B-Cup. I need a moment of silence for Secret here. Game is officially over. IO reached level 25. Whew.
Press F to pay your respects.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to in game 2 then?
This one's not over, you know? It's not over until the throne falls. I always keep my hopes up, whether it's 0% on Dota Plus or not, which it's 7%. My percentages are still not hitting. So they got 7% chance. Lucky number 7. Anything can happen. They can find themselves Ollie, but there's the shadow. Ready to be popped here by the Windrunner. They've got the snowball, but it's not going to be enough to save this Alchemist. On the run, they got the guard though, so he walks away. They'll use that ult, but they've got the finger to get the kill on his eye. They'll go over Yapsor, who's hit by those shackles, connected to the tree, and connected with Zai in death. Both those heroes die, and IG come out again on top.
Yes, B-Cup. Alchemist gets out on 100 health, but guess what? If your only damage dealer has to run away because he's on 100 health, you have no more damage dealers to deal damage. Wow.
Yep.
Eager brain. And it's just so difficult to fight back against these tanky heroes now. Almost MKB finished on IO, who, by the way, why not, can hit while he's stunned when his tethered ally hits another hero. Why is that a thing? It shouldn't be.
Absolutely balanced.
But It is.
There it is.
Balls of steel.
Getting the last piece delivered, and we'll have it all ready to go.
Yeah, look at that damage now when that MKB is delivered. He's actually gonna hit for 350 damage. Plus MKB procs. And Ursa with overpower,
Down to level
he's
2.
gonna hit like 6 times a second. And then Io's gonna hit like 6 times a second because of overcharge. And then he's gonna hit 6 more times because of Ursa hitting 6 times. That's 18 hits per second.
Regeneration.
It's a lot of times to hit per second.
Yeah, look at the Roshan now. Header him. Yeah, show me that goal. Look. It looks so ridiculous.
I get a little bit more on the attack sounds, but yeah, they come in
Later.
themselves. The Roche, refresher shard on the Ursa, as well as having that Aegis on the Neo and the Cheese.
Now, I just look at close of this game.
Looking for the Veno. Ooh, they're looking for the Veno, but they might even find more. They've got the Invisible Blade. They're going to fill his eye. He's going to be dead for 50 seconds. The damage is just so much. They're dealing with an illusion. Kunkka blinks forward. He's got the Hex. They're going to look over as the finger hits on him. Atomic Man, he's trying to run away with the BKB. Can he get up the stairs? Can he get away? It's not looking likely. As going all the way in is JT, who's got him too far. Gunned up. Atomic Man still surviving. The torrent will land. They get the kill to the Windrunner. They're in a little bit too deep there on the Windrunner. Wins up there for 18 seconds. High back from the Ursa, who's being disarmed. Disarmed again. He can't right click and he can't do any damage, so they'll get the out away. IG stepping forward pretty far.
Look at the health region.
X, they'll pull back fly, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Invisible Blade. Look at the damage going in from the Emo. He's attacking the center target. And they've got that kill on the Yasuo. They'll get themselves the toss. Down goes Anisha. And it's just so much damage so quickly. He'll stun himself in the base. Are they going to dive? They were thinking about it. They turned in for a second, but they get hit by the X as well. The torrent, they'll look and turn this around. They'll look at top by Zyber. Is actually getting up to get the kill on him. Man, they'll take him out and he'll buy back. Nisha now looking to chase his Emo and fly try to lose the base. Charge on the stun of Emo, and he might be able to Aegis, but this is only the first time that's taken out of the Io's hands. Coming out from Kunkka, that's right on top of Atomic Man, who just fought back.
Oh, Piper is down.
Might drop. He's down real low. Even the base of the right foot's coming through to Nisha. He's mashed up, killed off, and gone. Kunkka, as well as the win on JT, they're just not buying back because they're not needed at the moment. Emo, though, he's got the tether. He'll need the cheese. He's back up to help. And now looking over at Zai with the right clicks coming in. He's got like Emo not getting stopped in this game, and IG are looking like they're on their way to taking game 1. Here comes the snowball coming out from Gaptor, winning the Walrus punch. It's still just not enough damage.
Where's the damage?
This ball of energy. They've thrown the stun over at a fly, but they have nothing to follow it up. So they can just stand here ready to trade. They've got a Invisible Blade ready in just a second, so let's see who they go after. It's looking like they want Gaptor, who's going over to the top side of the base, but the spear is coming through. The snowball will be over at Emo. You basically side seal it with your death. Damage on the Alchemist on the Emo. Gaptor goes down, Atomic Man gone, and game 1 goes the way of IG. Secret drop game 1, and IG obliterate them.
After the I think it's time to never ever give up